Hello everyone and welcome to another video. In this one we're going to take a look at the new Oculus Air Link and how you can use it with Unity to improve your testing workflow. Let's dive right in. Aha, I tricked you. Before we go any further, I do need to give a big thank you and a shout out to the following people: Blessing Odalai, Hexodus, Harold Gunderson, Jane Jacobs, David Blissett, Patrick Ordain, Riflaban and Adam. You guys are awesome and thank you very much for supporting the channel. I can't begin to explain how grateful I am to all of you that are supporting me through Patreon. It really does make a huge difference, and from here on in the content can only get bigger and better. So thanks again, and now on with the video. For those of you that aren't familiar with Oculus Air Link, Oculus recently updated the headset to include a new wireless way to play PC VR games on Oculus Quest 2. So no longer do you need a link cable. If you've got a compatible PC and a good network connection, you can stream the game straight to the headset with no wires. Well, I wanted to find out whether you could use this with Unity to test the games quicker and not rely on the link cable. So to get this set up, you first need to go to your Oculus app on your PC, and then you go to settings, and from there, once you're in your settings, you'll then click on beta and you'll be presented with the Air Link option. Here you will need to toggle this on, but it's important to note that your Oculus software will have to be updated to the latest version, which I believe is 28 or something. Then when you pop on your Oculus headset and you go down to your settings, and you'll find experimental features, and you'll see the Air Link, which you can toggle on, and you get the Air Link requirements warning box or notification telling you what you need. If you're happy with that and you don't really care like me and you just hope for the best, then go ahead and click continue. The settings box will reappear and you'll see the Oculus Air Link button in the corner. You go ahead and check this, and then it will connect to your PC, where you can then click on that and pair. And then once you're connected, you can go ahead and launch. You'll be taken to the PC system for Oculus. And then once you're happy and you can play and stream games from your PC to your headset, you can go ahead and fire up Unity. And I've got mine set up just for XR Interaction Toolkit at the moment. And the way I've done that is I've loaded up Unity, I've gone to Window, gone to Package Manager, and many of you may already know this, but if you don't, it's just a quick refresher. Enabled the preview packages, and I've installed the XR Interaction Toolkit, which is down at the bottom here. You can see I've got my currently installed version, and then once I've done that, I've gone to my project settings, and all I've done is enabled the XR plugin management, and on Windows I've marked it as Oculus, which then brings in the stuff that you need for Oculus to work on Windows. And even though we're using the Quest, you don't need to go to Android, I don't think, but go ahead and check it anyway. Go to the Android tab and make sure Oculus is checked as well. But for this to work, I just think you'll only need the Windows one ticked. And then as simple as that, you can go ahead and make sure your headset's all connected and then hit play. So I've hit play, and as you can see, I'm in the scene here, and the headset's communicating with Unity just fine via the Air Link, and everything is looking really good. Seems to be running really well. This isn't a very complex scene, but still smooth nonetheless, and it's great to test. I haven't got to faff around with the wires anymore, but frame rate seems really good, and that seems to be working really well. I think that's, as a developer, the less wires the better, especially when you're testing and you just want to take the headset off and chuck it on the desk. But the scene you're looking at here is going to be the virtual environment that we're going to use moving forward for some of the YouTube game tutorials that I've got coming up, which is going to be for the XR Interaction Toolkit. And I'm just doing this 3D model just to showcase that a little bit better and to make it feel like more of a game. This artwork will all be available on my Patreon page, and when the videos go live, you'll be able to grab it from there. But I'll also do it so it's all modular, so if you still want to follow along and you don't happen to be a Patreon, then you can still use some placeholder art and then pop in your own when you're ready. But this Oculus Air Link is working really well, definitely gets a thumbs up from me. It is still in preview, in beta, and is still marked as an experimental feature, so it is subject to change. But for right now, I'm loving it. So there we go, that's Oculus Air Link. Very, very cool new feature that they've introduced. It's certainly going to make my development easier when I'm testing out my Unity games. Let me know what your thoughts are with the Oculus Air Link and if you've had a go of it yet. And if you liked what you've seen today, then why not check out my channel? I've got loads of videos on game development and Unity and 3D and different bits and pieces. So head on over there and check it out, and if it's something you might like, maybe you consider a subscription. Next week I hope to start the first video for our VR game tutorial series, which is going to be pretty cool, and that's going to be using some of the artwork that we've seen in this video, and I can give more details on how the game's going to take shape next week. But until then, stay safe everyone, and I'll see you in the next video.